Welcome to Time Well Spent, a podcast from LaborSync, the only real-time, multilingual timesheet software your business will ever need.
Yeah.
Think about the last time you delayed rolling out a new tool to your crew because it just wasn't, quite ready yet.
We've all been there.
Right. And what if I told you that delay is actually costing you more money than a flawed rollout would have? So today we are diving into a recent LaborSync blog article to explore why perfect is the enemy of profit and how just embracing done over perfect can completely transform your workflow.
It really is a massive mindset shift.
Right.
It fundamentally changes how a growing business operates. We often think of perfectionism as this noble trait, right? Like people even use it as a humble brag in job interviews.
Oh, totally.
Right.
Like, oh, my biggest weakness is I just care too much about the detail.
Exactly.
Well,
But this blog article frames it completely differently. It argues perfectionism is really just a brilliant psychological shield,
a shield against what, though?
well, against the fear of failure or criticism. Think about it. If you never actually launched a new project, it can never fail.
Wow. Yeah. It's basically a fake productivity treadmill. You feel like you're running miles by tweaking the font on a safety protocol
Or debating the color scheme of a new report.
Exactly, but you haven't actually moved an inch. You're still relying on the exact same clunky, outdated systems that made you want to change things in the first place.
And for a business owner, that paralysis is incredibly expensive.
Because you're wasting so much time.
Right. A theoretical, flawless plan just sitting in a desktop folder collects zero data. It builds zero clients. It is a zero return investment of your time until it actually touches the real world.
Okay, let's unpack this, because since perfection paralyzes us, what's the alternative? We can't just roll out total chaos to the team. We still need to improve operations.
No, definitely not chaos. The tech world actually has a name for this solution, the minimum viable product.
Oh, right, the MVP.
Yeah. And the article adapts this for field operations as a minimum viable process. Instead of trying to overhaul your entire administrative department in one massive weekend push, you figure out the smallest thing you can do today that makes a real operational difference.
Like the shift from paper timesheets to mobile phones that the article mentions.
Exactly.
Because you don't need a flawless transition on day one. Some of the veteran crew members are going to complain about downloading an app no matter how perfect the rollout is.
Right, 100%.
Yeah.
But by launching a functional, pretty good tool right away, you break out of that office vacuum. You start getting instant, real-world feedback.
Which is huge.
It is. You see where the actual bottlenecks are out in the field rather than the theoretical ones you just guessed at, Haviland is sitting behind a desk.
Wait, let me push back on that premise for a second, because I can hear a seasoned foreman listening to this and thinking, well, if I roll out a half-finished process, my crew is going to lose their minds. Isn't saying done is better than perfect just an excuse for laziness or rolling out junk?
It's a fair concern, but the standard here isn't laziness, it's high utility. The only question that matters is, does this solve a problem, and is it better than what we have right now?
Okay, that makes sense.
And the blog article shares this brilliant story about a ceramics class that really proves why this works.
Oh, right, the grading experiment.
Yeah. The teacher split the class in half. One half was graded purely on the quality of a single pot they spent all semester making.
Oh, yeah?
The other half was graded entirely on the sheer quantity of pots they produced. So like 50 pots gets an A.
So you have one group theorizing and obsessing over one perfect piece, and the other group just churning out sheer volume.
Right. And by the end of the term, the group graded on quantity produced significantly better, higher quality pots than the quality group.
Wait, really?
Yeah. The mechanism behind it is fascinating. The quantity group improved because every time a pot collapsed, they got instant sensory feedback. They learned the exact moisture limit of the clay through failure.
While the quality group just sat around with untested theories in their heads.
Exactly, and they ended up with mediocre results.
Doing builds the muscle, and, that visual ties directly into LaborSync's design philosophy. They built the platform around getting things done without some month-long training seminar.
Right, keep it simple.
Yeah, you give your crew simple onboarding and a clean UI so they focus on the work, not the tech. You master basic time tracking first. Then once that muscle is built, you iterate.
Right, you add the complexities later.
Exactly, like geofencing, which automatically clocks guys in when they cross the property line, or detailed job costing to track specific expenses per project.
You establish the baseline, gather the real-world data, and evolve. Which actually brings up an interesting challenge for anyone listening.
Oh, what's that?
What is one single workflow or process in your business that you are currently overthinking? that you could just launch imperfectly this very week.
This episode of Time Well Spent was brought to you by LaborSync. Track employee hours and job site locations in real time from any device. Start your risk-free trial today at laborsync.com.